Hi, my name is Janet Lee Shu-Ying, and I am a niece of Bob Louie, who was one of the original owners of New Cathay. I remember as a little girl um, going every Sunday night with my family to have dinner at New Cathay. And we would go there and it was my Uncle Bob's and Lonnie's restaurant at that time. And we'd go and have American food on Sundays to go have dinner out together.
My name is Robert Louie Jr. My father, Bob Louie, was one of the uh, owners of the New Cathay at the start, and my Hong Meng is Louis Seo Fu. Well, I don't have a recollection of exact years, but I recall when I was a youngster, perhaps 5 or 6 years old. Some of my earliest memories were going to that location. Cathay was the first that I was involved in. My dad moved on to Lonnie Louie's restaurant. Should I go on? There's actually several others. He went on to Bill's Gold Coin, which was in downtown Portland, and he was also at Fong Chong when it was a tea house for dim sum in downtown Portland.
We really enjoyed having American food. Their fried chicken was especially good because my mom would cook Chinese during the week, and so we'd get to have American food on Sunday.
As far as meals go, I remember eating soup at the counter. I don't recall having family meals there just because I was too young.
Oh, one of the biggest things that we remember is we're little when we get through with dinner, we got to pick a candy from their candy treat bar, and it had lifesavers, and so we could pick a roll of lifesavers for us to take home after our meal. The families in the family restaurant actually brought a lot of the families together. So they were able to, we spent holidays, every holiday, family holiday, with the family at the restaurant. Um, we were able to potluck, and it just kept the family together. Gave them some place to go work part time while they were going to school, and then still be able to go to school and do activities, and then just it's just brought the family closer together.
Never worked at the New Cafe. I was too young. It was a situation where my dad would go to work, have a shift at work. My mom and I would come to visit him, but it was quite an ordeal to get there. We had to take one bus. We lived in Northwest Portland, so we had to take one bus to downtown and take another bus to get to 82nd. And what was strange, as I recall when I was a child, was that the bus would drop you off and it was gravel road. You had to walk the remainder of the way to get to 82nd. So it wasn't even finished at the time. Between my mom and dad, they worked a lot. I mean, restaurants open 7 days a week. So if they're not working, they're doing preparation, doing the cleanup. So it was long and hard hours.
I remember as a little girl on 82nd with the Chinese restaurants that were here, it also started changing at that time because it started getting used car lots. 82nd became a used the avenue became used car lots, a lot of used cars. And then we said, well, people won't go there anymore to 82nd, and I remember many car lots being there. Then as suburbia and things moved on, then development went to downtown, kind of back to downtown, away from the 82nd side because it was more, and then now we're seeing it go away now and coming back as more residential now. And I'm seeing, that type of change, but I'm not sure how that is because I live out even further out suburbia. So
I also feel that this area has become an attraction, the Jade District. So I feel that the old restaurants like the New Cafe were, I don't want to say perhaps a stepping stone. They were a structure, something that for this area to grow and prosper, because it's definitely much more built up and much more prosperous than it was when I remember as a child.
It's also very diverse too. We're not
Yes.
just Chinese anymore. It's Vietnamese, it's blacks, it's Hispanics, it's, you know, I mean, there's lots of Vietnamese restaurants, lots of Thai restaurants, Asians, many different Asian Pacific as well, not just Chinese. The old chop suey houses.
That's how they started.
I don't, like, you know, it was catered more towards the American liking, but now people are more, uh, they're just more diverse and understand a little bit more and want more, so they're into the Szechuan, into the Thai, into the Canton, you know, it's not just Chinese anymore. It's into the different varieties, you know, so.
Just sign of the times. People's their palates change, their desires change, so they want something more than Chinese American. And when they started, the Chinese American was required because you couldn't open a Chinese restaurant alone by itself. You had to have the American menu as well.
We were catering to both parties so that you could have American food and Chinese, so you could get the people that didn't like Chinese food could come have American food. People that wanted, you know, Chinese could have the other, vice versa. They just, everyone's palate is sophisticated now, and they want something more